Hi everyone. So we have Pranjal on board with us, who secured an All India rank 128 in Clat 2024, making all of us proud. Belonging to the city of Prayagraj and being a board student, so we'll have insights from him. कैसे इन्होंने अपनी preparation करी, कैसे इन्होंने balance maintain किया in his board's preparation, and then securing an All India rank 128. So first of all, let me extend my heartiest congratulations to Pranjal for his fabulous achievement. Congratulations, beta.
Thank you,
Um,
sir.
okay, so what was the first feel when you saw your rank?
So it was great indeed. Like seeing your hard work giving results and seeing your goals being accomplished. It was indeed a fabulous experience. I saw my results when I was on my way back from Varanasi to Prayagraj. My test center for ALET was in Varanasi. So I saw the results while I was back way to home, and it was an ecstatic feeling. So yeah.
Okay, great. So Pranjal, आपके पूरे sections में कौन सा ऐसा section था तो आपको लगता था हाँ, this is my weakest और मुझे इस पे बहुत काम करना पड़ेगा. When you started with your CLAT journey?
Sir, logical was my weakest section. I had a hard time dealing with it, solving questions. So yeah, that was my weakest point.
तो कैसे overcome किया आपने इसको?
Sir, I s- uh, I solved quite a lot many questions, and I saw a general pattern every time I made some mistakes. I saw a general pattern in them. I worked on those general patterns. Apart from them, a very important point that helped me in logical section was getting to know about the structure of the paragraph. What are the arguments, the assumptions, the conclusions, the premises that the author is giving. So these two things helped me quite a lot in improving my logical section.
So what did you do to improve your reading skills? Because logical reasoning and reading comprehension, दोनों के दोनों is all on reading, how you comprehend and how do you understand the intent of the author. So how did you work on your reading?
Sir, there are a few things, very basic things that we have to work upon. Like I worked on my vocabulary, I worked on improved my reading speed as well, and I one thing I did was to read many diverse articles from different sources that helped me comprehend a lot more. So that was the thing I did.
And what was the strongest section of Pranjal?
Sir, I had two strongest sections, I would say, English and mathematics. As
Hmm.
I was always good in mathematics, so it was not a hard thing for me. So, to improve my mathematics, one thing I did was to keep practicing and practicing. It was already good, and I just had to, touch it up. And for English, as I said, I worked on my vocabulary, my comprehension skills, my reading skills. These were my two sections that helped me capitalize in the paper.
Okay, great. GK was something unexpected this year. तो कैसा लगा आपको जीके सेक्शन देख करके फ्लैट के
Sir,
दिन?
honestly, it felt quite cheated. I felt quite cheated because we have worked so hard, learned from so many sources, learned a lot, and they gave a GK which was quite on the easier side. So it felt quite cheated, but one has to adapt in the exam, and I did that well.
So, did you change in your strategy of any kind when you actually saw the paper? तो इस बार क्या है number of passages भी reduce हो गए थे overall. One passage was followed by 6 questions in logical reasoning. And one of the passage was very very small though very tricky. Logical reasoning section की बात करें, maths was easy this time. GK was very very easy. और सारे sections में आपने changes देखे. तो how did you strategize that time?
So speaking honestly, I didn't change my strategy much. I did stuck to my plan that I had made. There were a few changes that I made. Like this time, there were a few questions in GK that required us to read the paragraph.
Hmm.
So because of that, the GK section took some extra time. I guess around 15 minutes. So I
Right.
had to manage that time in some other section. So one change that I made was to read the legal section a bit faster than I used to read it. So that was a small change I made, and I don't made any major changes because I think it is not a good idea to make changes on the last day because that
Hmm.
may cause panic and may cause anxiety and that may ruin the whole paper. So that is
Right.
what I
And somehow, whatever reading you had to go through in GK section, that was compensated by reducing the number of passages in other sections. So I guess वो तो आप कैसा तो क्या order of attempt क्या था आपका बेटा?
Sir, I used to go by the very order that was presented in the paper, starting with English and ending with mathematics.
Okay.
And I think it won't work for everyone has their own combination, their own, so one has to experiment with it. I experimented a lot, sometimes starting with GK, sometimes with logical reasoning, sometimes with maths. But the thing that helped, that suited me, was going by the order of the paper.
So I still remember, Pranjal, when you actually joined us and when you appeared for the mock first time, your score was somewhere around 50. And then working on your weaknesses and then, working on your strengths, probably analyzing the mocks, जो आप probably अपने student portal से भी करते थे video solutions को देख करके, eventually finally आपका जो score आता था mocks में वो 85 to 90 के बीच में आने लगा था, है ना, right?
Yes.
So please throw some insights कि आपने कैसे इन mocks को analyze किया, how did the video solutions help to you, how did the detailed explanations provided by us help to you, और कैसे आपको ये सब सारी चीजें आपके weaknesses को overcome करने में it was helpful so that the students can take insight from you how to analyze. Yeah.
So the mocks of ClatPrep helped me a lot, because analyzing a mock is very important. Again, I would say that, and you know, because of the video solutions, I got to realize what my even smallest of my mistakes were and how I could improve on that. I also gave a lot of time on analyzing the mock myself, along with those video solutions. And the mocks were very well structured, they were given on the very pattern of the exam, and that helped me a lot, I would say. So I'm very grateful to that mock test series that I took from ClatPrep.
Thank you so much for the acknowledgement, Pranjal. You were a board student, right? You are, in fact, not were. You are a board student, and everybody, like every student who are like you now who will be appearing for CLAT next year, but at the same time would be appearing for boards, find it little difficult to maintain a balance between the preparations of the two. How did you maintain a balance between the two?
Sir, I realize that it is quite difficult, and it gets very much difficult at times because of the practicals we have, the vivas and the exams that used to regularly happen in the school. I was a regular school student, and I acknowledge that difficulty. But one has to manage the time, and it is the very time management that helps us also in the exams as well. It is stamped, smart time management, smart working on how not to waste your time on things that don't help you. So that is the thing that helped me maintaining a discipline and working accurately on your plan. Whatever you plan for the day, you have to stick to it and you have to do it, be it your board thing or be it your clat thing. So I think that discipline is a must if you have to manage both these things well.
All right, well said. Discipline is the key. But let me have some more insights. Like, how many hours did you use to devote for CLAT preparation? Apart from you went to school, you may be engaged with some school work as well sometimes. And usually, how did you break up those hours when you devoted to CLAT preparation? तो किस section को usually कितना time देते थे और क्या frequency थी आपकी?
Sir, I used to give 4 hours of self-study to CLAT, but I don't believe in ascertaining a certain number of hours for the study. It is the amount of effort, the quality of effort, and the direction in which you put your effort. That is
Very good.
something that
Very
that
good.
is
Very
something
well said. Huh?
that matters the most. So, and I also personally, for me, I just enjoyed this whole 1 year of preparation, reading, starting my day with reading newspapers by distinguished authors on various topics, then testing my mathematical skills, my logical skills. So it is the work that I focused on much more than the number of hours that I put in. And as far as section wise thing is concerned, apart from GK, because GK is something one has to do every day, you can't leave it because it accumulates over a time, and it becomes unachievable after a point of time. So apart from GK, I used to work on 2 sections per day, and those two were any that I wanted to work on. That it may be English, maybe logical, maybe anything. So I devoted around 1.5 hour to both of them. So that was
Hmm.
how I did it.
All right. Uh, what message would you like to give to the students who would be appearing for CLAT next year?
Yeah, so many of the students who would think that, okay, this is a very easy exam, GK is very easier, but I want to alert them because that would not happen every year. some may become complacent that okay, इस बार easy आया, next time भी ऐसा ही आएगा. My message is to be alert of the consortium because they throw many surprises. They would throw anything at you on the last day. Don't panic, be consistent, and be focused, because that is the key. Focus and discipline, those are the key for the year, because it is a year long of preparation. It is not 5 days or a week, it is a year long, and the people who succeed are those who remain consistent. So consistency is the key.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Pranjal, for being on board with us. Thank you so much. I would like to again congratulate you on your results and wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.